Hey guys, welcome to Vedic Math Vantage. Today we are going to embark on a wonderful journey of Vedic math. Throughout this journey, we will be learning various Vedic math techniques, at the end of which I'm sure you will remember and perfect some, if not all of them, and it will definitely help you in your school math. I have planned this in a ascending order, where I will teach you some of the most basic techniques in the first few videos so that we can move on to the advanced ones later. And don't forget, all of them are interconnected, so don't miss any of the videos. Today's topic
will be left to right addition. First, let's start with the conventional method. Take two numbers, 687 and 435. Let's add them like we normally do. In the conventional method, we'd start from the right, in this case 7 and 5, and subsequently move towards the left digit. So let's do just that. 7 plus 5 gives 12. So we take the units digit 2 down here and the tens digit 1 as a carryover. Now we add 8 and 3, which gives 11, and after adding the carry we get 12. We do the same thing, and in the end we add 6 and 4 along with the carry, that is 1, it would make 11. So our final answer is 1122. And this is how you would do it in the normal method. Now let me teach you the Vedic math method. Initially, it might seem a little unnecessary and complicated, but as you practice, it will become second nature to you. So before I start with the technique, let me revise over carryovers. Carryovers occur when two single-digit numbers add to make a two-digit number. Like in this case, 7 and 5 add to make 12. But since 12 can't be accommodated in this spot, we take it up here as a carry digit and add it with the next set of digits. In this case, it would become 9 plus 5 plus 1, which would become 15. Now keep one thing in mind. When you add any two single digits, be it 5 plus 5, 7 plus 9, or even the two largest, 9 plus 9, you will always get a maximum carryover of 1. As you can see here, the maximum carryover can be just 1. So you might have a carryover, you might not. But when you have a carryover, it will always be 1 and nothing more. Keep that in mind. So moving on to the technique, let me take the same question. It was 687 plus 435. Now as the name suggests, we'll be starting from the left, which means we'll add the leftmost, in this case the 100 digits first, and we'll start moving rightwards after that. Now one of the advantages here is that when you write numbers normally, you start from left to right rather than right to left. So this becomes a more natural process while writing. So let's begin. When you add 6 and 4, you get 10. But the important thing is, you observe the next set of digits you're adding and you predict. By seeing the numbers 8 and 3, you can see that they will give a carry. You do not need to add them, but you just need to identify whether they give a carry or not. With 8 and 3, you know that they will give a carry. So instead of adding the carries one by one, we directly add the carry as a part of our mental calculation. So 6 plus 4 would give 10. We predict that the carry will come from 8 and 3, so we add 1 extra. And as I told, when there is a carry, it will be only 1. Next, let's add 8 and 3. Here you get 11, out of which the carry has been taken care of. And we'll observe the next two digits, 7 and 5. And again, here they give a carry. So you add it. You get 8 plus 3, which is 11, plus another 1 from the carry, which will give a 2. Finally, you add the last digits, 7 and 5, which will give a 12, out of which the carry has been taken care of. And this is our final answer. As we keep practicing, it will become a much more natural process. For example, as I've been doing this for many years, it's become a second nature to me. So when you get big questions like these, I can directly add it without second thought. So here the answer would be 1337. Check it if you like. You have 952 and 385. When you add them, again you check, 9 plus 3 gives a 12, but 5 plus 8 will give a carry. So you make it a 13. Next, 5 plus 8 gives a 13, but you check, 2 plus 5, it does not give a carry. So you don't need to add anything here. Just leave it as 3. And you add the last digits, and here's your answer. This method can be employed while using much bigger numbers as well. Let me show you. For example, let me take the number 791432 and 365918. This is just an example. And now let's add them using our technique. 7 plus 3 gives a 10, but 9 plus 6 will give a carry, as you can make out from observation. So you make it 11. Now 9 plus 6 gives 15. Observe, 1 plus 5 does not give a carry, so you leave it as it is. 1 plus 5 is 6, but 4 plus 9, it does give a carry. So you make it a 7. Now, when we can just continue this process, you get this. Don't you find this very simple? Now, there's one last thing you need to keep in mind with this technique. You should be very careful too. Let me show you. Let's say you get a number like 5, 2, 3 and 6, 7, 9, let's say. Now, when you observe, we start again from here. So 5 plus 6 gives 11, but you need to check. Now here you can see that 2 plus 7 gives a 9. 9 is not a 2-digit number, so you would assume not to worry. But if we continue the calculation, let's make it 11. When we add 2 plus 7 gives a 9, and you can see that 3 plus 9, it gives a 1 as a carry. So this 9 will be converted to a 10, and this 10 will end up having to go as carry, meaning that we should have taken 12 in the first place. So the trick here is to observe. Here you can make out that 2 plus 7 gives a 9. Keep in mind all the pairs of numbers that will give a 9, because they are very fundamental to Vedic maths as a whole, not just in this technique. So these are some of the single digit numbers pairs that will give you a 9. So if you see any of these pairs in any of these orders, like here 2 plus 7, it might even be 7 plus 2, you never know. But it will add up to a 9, and when it does, you go on to the next set to observe. In this case, you check with 3 plus 9, and 3 plus 9, it gives a carry. So without a second thought, you can already add the carry over here. And you can continue the process. 2 plus 7 gives a 9, and observing the carry, you can make it a 10. The 1 has been taken care of, you can just keep the 0 over here. And 3 plus 9 will give a 12. And that's how simple this process is. So don't worry. As you keep practicing, you will get faster and faster. Let me solve one last question, just to consolidate the fundamentals. Let's take a number 5, 3, 2, 8 and 6, 7, 1, 9. So we'll add these. First 5 plus 6 gives 11, but 3 plus 7 here will give a carry. So we make it a 12. Now 3 plus 7 is a 0. And you observe 2 plus 1 does not give a carry, so you keep it as a 0. 2 plus 1 is a 3. But when you add 8 plus 9 in the next column, you will see that it does give a carry. So you make it a 4 instead of a 3. And finally, you add the last digits, which is a 17, out of which the carry has been taken care of. And that's how simple this process is.
So you just saw the technique of Vedic math for addition from left to right. What do you think of it? Easy, wasn't it? Well, I'm sure you will have doubts and queries while doing your practice. So feel free to rewatch the video, drop in a comment, or email me. I'm there for you every step of the way. So join me next week at Thursday. See you then. And remember, take advantage of Vedic Math Vantage.